Midway through our life's journey, I found myself wandering into a dark wood where the direct way was lost and shadows loomed over my trembling soul. The forest is so bitter that death is hardly more so. Yet to treat of the good that I found there, I will tell of other things. Suddenly, a shade appears in the gloom. It is Virgil, the great poet, sent to guide me through the abyss toward the light of the stars. We stand before the gate of hell. The words carved in stone warn that all hope must be left behind by those who dare to cross. With a heavy heart and trembling steps, I follow my guide into the eternal darkness, where the air is filled with sighs and ancient sorrows. In Limbo, the first circle, dwell the souls of the virtuous who knew not Christ. They live in a quiet sadness, forever longing for God. The great minds of antiquity walk here in silence. Their only punishment is the lack of hope, a perpetual state of desire without any fulfillment. I walk among the giants of literature, feeling small yet honored, but we must move deeper, for the true trials of the soul have just begun. The stillness of Limbo fades as we descend into the second circle. The air grows heavy with the sound of a storm that never ceases. Here stands Minos, the dreadful judge of the underworld. He wraps his tail to signal which level of torment the trembling sinner is destined for. The hellish hurricane, which never rests, drives the spirits with its blast. It whirls them, smiting and molesting them in their eternal flight of passion. I see two souls drifting light upon the wind, Paolo and Francesca, bound by a forbidden love that now traps them in this chaotic storm. She tells a tale of a book that led them astray. In their moment of weakness, they chose desire over reason, and now they pay. Overcome by pity and the weight of their sorrow, I fell as a dead body falls, losing consciousness in the face of such absolute despair. I awaken in the third circle, where eternal, accursed, cold, and heavy rain pours down. This is the putrid ground of the gluttonous souls. Cerberus, the cruel and monstrous beast, with 3 throats, barks dog-like over the people submerged here, his red eyes glowing with a mindless hunger. Those who lived for the pleasures of the palate now lie like swine in the mire, flayed by the claws of the guardian of hunger. We pass over the shades who are beaten down by the heavy rain, placing our feet upon their emptiness, which seems like real bodies. In the fourth circle, the prodigal and the avaricious collide. They roll great weights with their chests, shouting insults at each other in eternal conflict. Why do you hoard? Why do you squander? These are the cries of those who lost their souls to the obsession with material wealth. Among them are clerics, popes, and cardinals, whose hearts were darkened by greed. All the gold beneath the moon cannot buy them a moment's rest. We reach the Styx, a dismal marsh where the wrathful fight each other on the surface, while the sullen sigh beneath the muddy waters. The angry souls strike and kick, rending each other piece by piece. Their internal fire of rage has become their external prison of filth. Beneath the slime, the sullen gurgle their laments. They were gloomy in the sweet air of the sun, and now they sulk in the mud. Phlegyas carries us across the dark water toward the city of Dis. Its minarets glow red with the heat of an eternal, unquenchable fire. Before the gates of Dis, the fallen angels defy us. This is the transition from sins of weakness to the deep malice of the soul. Heavenly intervention arrives. A divine messenger clears our path, proving that even in the depths of hell, the will of God remains supreme. Inside the city, we find a field of fire. Countless tombs are open and burning, housing the heretics who denied the immortality of the soul. The soul of Farinata rises from the flames, still proud and defiant. Even in torment, the spirit of man clings to its earthly passions. We descend a shattered slope to the seventh circle, where those who were violent against their neighbors are punished in a river of blood. Tyrants and murderers are submerged in the boiling phlegethon. If they try to rise, the centaurs drive them back with sharp, stinging arrows. The level of blood corresponds to the gravity of their crimes. Those who shed the most blood on earth are now drowned in it. We enter the wood of the suicides. Here, those who threw away their lives are transformed into thorny trees, denied the human form they rejected. I pluck a branch, and the trunk cries out in pain. The blood that drips is the only voice these tormented spirits have left. The hideous harpies feed on their leaves, causing pain. and providing an outlet for the sorrow that consumes these frozen wooden souls. Beyond the forest lies a plain of burning sand. Flakes of fire fall like snow, scorching the souls who dared to defy the natural order. Malabolg, the circle of fraud, opens before us. 10 ditches of stone hold the deceivers, the panderers, and the hypocrites of the world. Seducers and panderers are driven by the whips of demons. They used others for their own gain. Now they are driven like cattle. Corrupt politicians are boiled in sticky pitch. If they surface, the winged demons tear them apart with jagged grappling hooks and claws. The hypocrites wear robes that glitter with gold, but are lined with heavy lead. The weight of their false appearances is now an eternal burden. In the ditch of thieves, serpents bind the hands of the guilty. A bite transforms man into snake, a constant agonizing loss of self. Evil counselors are encased in individual flames. They used their intelligence to deceive, and now their brilliance has become their burning prison. The descent to the bottom of the universe is guarded by the giants. Antaeus lowers us down into the frozen heart of the abyss. We reach the 9th circle, treachery. Here, the lake of Cocytus is frozen solid by the flapping wings of the king of demons. Those who betrayed their kin and country are locked in the ice. Their tears freeze in their eye sockets, forming a crystal veil of pain. This is the farthest point from the warmth of God's love. It is not a place of fire, but of absolute soul-crushing cold. In the very center of the earth stands Lucifer, the fallen morning star, a giant of 3 faces. He is the source of all evil. In his mouths, he endlessly mangles the greatest traitors, Judas, Brutus, and Cassius. They are ground by the teeth of the ultimate deceiver. The beating of his 6 wings creates the icy winds of Cocytus. His rebellion against the Creator has made him the prisoner of his own ice. To escape, we must climb the body of the beast himself. We pass through the center of the earth, leaving the darkness behind us. The way is difficult and long. We climb through the hidden path, leaving the realm of shadows for the promise of a new dawn. The air begins to change. The suffocating smell of sulfur and ice is replaced by the scent of the morning sea and the earth. I step out onto the shores of purgatory. The long night of the soul is over, and the first light of grace touches my face. We have seen the worst of humanity, the consequences of every sin. Now, we turn our eyes toward the healing journey of the Spirit. My guide has brought me back from the brink of despair. We emerged to see once more the beauty of the stars above us. The journey through darkness is the path to wisdom. In these sacred pages, we find the map to navigate our own spiritual battles. Awaken your soul before it is too late. Choose the path of light and find the strength to conquer the darkness within your heart. Dante's vision remains a powerful mirror for our lives today. It challenges us to reflect on our actions and seek a higher purpose. From the dark wood to the frozen lake, every step was a lesson in justice and the infinite mercy that waits for those who seek. May you find your own path through the shadows. Remember, even in the deepest hell, the stars are always there, waiting to lead you home.